morning. This is Manjula Bhattacharya, PGT English, Kendriya Vidyalaya Muradnagar. I have the pleasure and honor to present a glimpse on the life and teachings of Swami Vivekananda on the occasion of National Youth Day and National Youth Festival, which is being celebrated from 12th of January till 17th January. Vivekananda's early life. Vivekananda was born Narendranath Dotto, called Narendra or Norin, in a Bengali family at his ancestral home in Calcutta, the capital of undivided India, on 12th January 1863. He belonged to a traditional family and was one of the 9 siblings. His father, Vishwanath Datta, was an attorney at the Calcutta High Court. Durgacharan Datta, Swami Vivekananda's grandfather, was a scholar of Sanskrit and Persian language, who left his family and became a monk at the age of 25. His mother, Bhuvaneshwari Devi, was a devoted housewife. The progressive, rational attitude of Swami Vivekananda's father and the religious temperament of his mother helped shape his thinking and personality. Education. Swami Vivekananda took formal education in Calcutta from Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar's Metropolitan Institution, Presidency College, General Assemblies Institution, now Scottish Church College, and Christian College. Swami Vivekananda studied a wide range of subjects including philosophy, religion, history, and social science, art, and literature. He was also interested in Hindu scriptures, including the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Puranas, the Bhagavad Gita, the Ramayana, and the Mahabharata. Swami Vivekananda was trained in Indian classical music, yoga, sports, and organization of various activities. Swami Vivekananda also studied Western logic and Western philosophy. He was well versed in Bengali, Sanskrit, English, and German. William Hastie, principal of Christian College, Calcutta, from where Swami Vivekananda graduated, he wrote, "Narendra is really a genius. I have travelled far and wide, but I have never come across a lad of his talents and possibilities, even in German universities, among philosophical students. He is bound to make his mark in life." Swami Vivekananda was known for his prodigious memory and the ability at speed reading. He could complete big volumes by night and recite verbatim thereafter. Into spirituality. In 1880, Swami Vivekananda first got influenced by Brahmo Samaj and then became a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahansa. After the Mahasamadhi of Ramakrishna in 1884, he established Ramakrishna Mutt. In 1886, he took formal monastic vows and became Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda travelled extensively in India for 5 years, from 1888 to 1893, visiting various centers of learning and acquainting himself with diverse religious traditions and social patterns. He developed sympathy for the sufferings and poverty of the people and resolved to uplift the nation. Living primarily on bhiksha, Swami Vivekananda travelled on foot and by railway with tickets bought by admirers. During his travels, he met and stayed with Indians from all religions and walks of life. His first visit to the West, from 1893 to 1897. Vivekananda started his journey to the West on 31st May 1893 and visited several cities in Japan, China, and Canada en route to the United States, reaching Chicago on 30th July 1893, where the Parliament of Religions took place in September 1893. After a lot of hardships and support of a few enlightened Americans, he could become a speaker in the Parliament. His first three words, Sisters and Brothers of America, received a 2-minute standing ovation from the crowd of 7,000. He went on to become the most sought-after speaker and enthrall the people with Hindu way of spiritualism. The world looked to India with most revered respect. After the Parliament of Religions, he toured many parts of the US, UK, Germany, and many other countries as a guest. In November 1895, he met Margaret Elizabeth Noble, an Irish woman who later became Sister Nivedita. He came back in India 1897 to 1899. On 15th January 1897, he landed in Colombo and traveled to Calcutta. En route, he gave religious lectures in many places. On 1st May 1897, in Calcutta, Vivekananda founded the Ramakrishna Mission for social services. Its ideals are based on Karma Yoga. Both Ramakrishna Mutt and Ramakrishna Mission have their headquarters at Belur Mutt near Kolkata, West Bengal. His second visit to the West and final years, 1899 to 1902. Vivekananda traveled to the West for a second time in June 1899 and spent time in religious preachings of Hindu beliefs in United States, Europe, and Asia until he returned to Calcutta on 9th December 1900. Mahasamadhi. On 4th July 1902, Vivekananda died in meditation at an early age on 39. National Youth Day in India is observed on his birthday, 12th January. 11th September, the day he delivered his masterful speech at the Parliament of Religions, is celebrated as World Brotherhood Day. Now here I would quote some lines that he delivered in this World Parliament of Religions at Chicago. I am proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. We believe not only in universal toleration, but we accept all religions as true. I am proud to belong to a nation which has sheltered the persecuted and the refugees of all religions and all nations of the earth. The present convention is in itself a vindication, a declaration to the world of the wonderful doctrine preached in the Gita. Whosoever comes to me, through whatsoever form I reach him, all men are struggling through paths which in the end lead to me. Some of the great teachings of Swami Vivekananda. According to Swami Vivekananda, anything that makes us weak intellectually, physically, and spiritually should be rejected by us. We are responsible for our actions. We know that smoking cigarette is wrong, yet some people smoke it and then regret it when this habit hurts them physically. Similarly, some students waste time doing unnecessary things and become intellectually weak. All these wrong choices haunt us in future, which is why we must reject what makes us vulnerable. Swami Vivekananda also teaches us to see God in everyone. According to Swami Vivekananda, one should be pure-hearted and do good deeds for others. One should always try to help the poor without giving any thought to his or her caste, race, gender, or creed. According to Swami Vivekananda, one who sees God in everyone can help everyone. One of the essential teachings of Swami Vivekananda is that we should not let our weaknesses grow. According to Swami Vivekananda, weakness brings ignorance, and ignorance leads to miseries in life. If we do not focus on our strength and let our weaknesses grow, it will lead to ignorance and finally turn into misery. Hence, focus on your strengths and leave behind your weaknesses to achieve success in life. Swami Vivekananda also taught us to love everyone. He said that we should not forget those who help us, not cheat on those who believe in us, and not hate those who don't love. All in all, we should have good feelings for everyone, no matter what they think of us. Thank you.